In this video, we want to solve the equation log base 3 of x minus 8 plus log base 3 of 2 equals log base 3 of x. So first thing to notice in this equation is that we have a total of 3 logarithms altogether. And as we take a look at the 2 logarithms on the left-hand side, because they have the same base, we can actually use our log properties to condense these 2 logs into one. Now, when 2 logarithms are being added together, when you condense them into a single logarithm, you are going to multiply their arguments, which means in this case, you're multiplying the x minus 8 times 2. The argument is what you're taking the log of. So we condense the 2 logarithms on the left, and that will be equal to log base 3 of x. Now, if you want to go ahead and distribute this too, you certainly can. We will have to eventually. You can do it now or you can do it later. At this point, it's useful to notice that we have 1 logarithm on the left, that is base 3, and we have just 1 logarithm on the right, that is base 3. So using the uniqueness property, if the logarithms are the same base and there's just 1 log on the left and 1 log on the right, then that means that the arguments must be equal. So in this case, that means that x minus 8 times 2, or if you distributed that already, that would be 2x minus 16, needs to equal x. And now we don't have any logarithms anymore, so we just finished solving this equation. So here's what I meant earlier when I said you'll have to distribute eventually. It doesn't matter whether you did it earlier or now. 2x minus 16 equals x. We'll go ahead and subtract x to the left, so 2x minus x will just give me x, and then you can add 16 to the right, which would mean we end up with x is equal to 16 as our solution. Now, before you move on to another problem, you want to always make sure that you check your answers, because remember, when you have a logarithm, you cannot take the log of a negative number. So you don't have to write anything down, you just mentally have to come back to the original equation and just double check that it's okay to plug 16 in for x. So on the right-hand side, we could certainly plug a 16 in here for x. The argument will still be positive. And then over here for this argument, x minus 8, if we substitute 16 in here for x, 16 minus 8 will equal positive 8, so that's okay as well. So now we're confident our answer is x equals 16. You could write that as a solution set if you wanted to. The solution set is the number 16.